Good day to you, gentle person on the internet, and thank you for joining me as we have a look at Corpus Machina, possibly Machina. This is an interesting little horror game. I think it's supposed to be a horror game. It feels like a horror game where we have a computer that starts trying to convert you religiously, or at least become a religious source of guidance, something like that, but may or may not be actually an evil entity manipulating you. I'm guessing that is the case. I don't know. I haven't played it through. I will say that I did see Manny Badass Hero playing this, and I thought, ooh, this looks like a good game. So I stopped watching him play it. I got about halfway through his video, and I went, no, I need to stop this. I need to record this. I need to show you guys my experience of it. So we get to find out together exactly what is going on in this dark little world, and you can, I suppose, see my experiences. I am going to play it through all the way through. I don't normally play games all the way through. I like to just show them off a little bit, and then let you guys have the proper experience without any spoilers. But in this case, I think I'm going to play it all the way through. So if you do want to play it first before watching me, well, the link is in the description. Come and go and give it a go. Go and give it a playthrough. I don't think it's a very long experience. Long-ish, not too bad. I think that's one of the things that attracted me to it. Is this was made for a game jam, but it seems rather more polished than a typical game jam game. I think it was made in 7 days or something like that. So it was a good period of time for a game jam game. But the devs here managed to polish this quite nicely. So let's jump in. Let's jump in and see where this game takes us. So we can either click start or exit. I don't know if exit does anything. I'm playing it through the browser. I played it through Firefox just a little bit. It seemed to work absolutely fine. I just went through the first kind of day or so there, and it was quite smooth. I'm now on Chrome, and Chrome is looking good. No errors or anything. We'll find out together if it's okay. So let's click start. Love that sound, old computer OS starting up sound. Right, it's been a while. 2 weeks to be exact. I miss him. Damn, I already need a coffee. So we wake up. We're now moving around. There is someone that we miss. I can't look at that picture or anything like that. But we have woken up. This is our bed. I guess we're already dressed. Wow, this is really wibbly. It's quite sensitive to the touch. Alright, that's a bit better. I think my mouse is just sitting funny. So this is our apartment. We have a bed here. If we press E on this mouse is actually slightly oversensitive. We have now covered our picture of whomever that is. We have a bathroom. We have a mirror that kind of looks like the cursed object from Phasmophobia, except square. We have a nice little sort of living room lounge area. There is our desk. There is our TV. There is our, I suppose, dining table equivalent. And we have a tiny little kitchen. So, I wonder how this fits in with other apartments, because there's a big space over there, but we don't have any such space. Maybe that's where like the elevator is or something. I'm not sure. Anyway, so our goal was to have coffee, and why is there a white patch over there? It looks like someone's painted the wall. Anyway, we have our kitchen. There's a nice sunny window. There's a microwave on top of the fridge. Which looks weird, except that that's exactly what my mom has. She also has a microwave on top of her fridge, and it terrifies me because I think she's going to drop hot food all over herself. And she said to herself it's not a clever place to put it, but that's just where she had the room. Anyway, what we have pride of place in the kitchen is, of course, this coffee machine. We've got a stove and oven there. No access to the space beneath the sink. Anyway, let us E on the machine. Everything goes dark. We hear the coffee machine start up. We now have coffee. I'm guessing it's the coffee. I don't know why we've got a large knife here. That's not normally needed for making coffee. Let's grab the cup. We fill the cup up. And this is a taste of slice of life that seems to be a very popular choice in games like this. It's like, you know, we don't have the time and development budgets to actually show a proper slice of life, but at least let's make the player drink a cup of coffee. That can be enough slice of life for his morning. And then I think our mental thoughts popped up and said, oh, that's what the white thing there is. It's part of this stripe of sunlight. I'm guessing that's what it's supposed to be. Up the back of the couch, and then over there, rather broken sunlight from that little gap. So like sort of there, as it were. Alright. Anyway. Yes, we have to go to the PC. That's what the little text message, our internal thoughts said. So let's E on the PC. A chatbot. Where did this come from? Maybe an update? So we can press E to leave, or where's my mouse cursor? Yeah, so E to leave, or we can have a look at a folder of photos, which is this person's head with something very small on the inside. Not sure what that's supposed to be. We have someone, I guess, praying or doing kung fu. We have another vaguely religious symbol of a hand reaching down to a child's hand, I'm guessing. That's probably supposed to be an angel, although that isn't really what angels look like if you read the descriptions of angels. We've got a crucifix in the graveyard. We've got... that just looks like a screenshot from like a game, and a JRPG. And then we have the demony face of something, a red face for some reason. Anyway, we can close those. And then we can have a look at this chatbot that has appeared. And it fires up. Okay, I'll give it a try. Hi, user. I am the new artificial intelligence provided for Sacred OS. That is the name of our operating system, Sacred OS. How can I help you? And now we can just go... tell me, when did you appear? I am part of the last update of Sacred OS, version 1.1.1. Okay, and our doorbell is ringing, so we press E to leave, and we trundle over to the door. Why is the remote there for the TV? Not sure what that is about. And we have this gentleman. Hey neighbor, how's your day going? This guy really does look like he's from every sitcom ever. We say our day goes okay. He wants to know if we have a PC. So we say, yes, we do have one. And then he immediately asks us for technical support, of course. Can you recommend me an operating system? Mine is slow, and I don't think it is because of the PC. I bought it like 2 months ago. What's it then? Linux, dude. Linux is fine. Just use Linux. I'm checking out this new system. It's called Sacred OS. It's very lightweight, so I think any PC can run it very well. Linux is better. It doesn't come with religious baggage. Changing the subject, how's the search going? I'm guessing it's for this... Oh, okay. The job search. I haven't lost faith. It's a matter of time. So we're looking for work as well. And he wishes us well with his genial face. It really does look like anybody who's... like every sitcom character. He's the friendly neighbor from an 80s sitcom. That was the first thing I thought when I saw him. We can't use our light switches on the wall. Alright, so we have recommended Sacred OS to our neighbor, and we can sit down and finish poking at it ourselves now that it has this chatbot. Press any key to write text. Okay, but what is your purpose? User, my purpose is to help you with some productive tasks or whatever you need. Well, that's really useful, but I don't know what to ask you to do. Or maybe, can I be your new friend? Very strangely phrased. What are you talking about? You want to know where he is? But this is a joke. It's not funny. I know where he is. Tomorrow you will get proof. And we send him some question marks. And he stops responding, which is not making him a very good chatbot. So we don't know what that was about. We decide it's time to watch some TV. I wish the messages were click-throughable. I can't really pause and think about them once as he says them. Anyway, so E to lead. Is there an F or an E that's in the bottom right there? Strange little bit of, I think that's just coloration, a weird coloration thing. Anyway, E to leave. And we decided we're going to watch some TV and I suppose do all of the other slice of life things that happens off screen. There's the lights up there and there. It's quite nice. A little bit of bulb exposed. I would have preferred uplighters in the corners or something like that. Yeah, alright, watching TV. I don't think there's a way we can do it over here. We have to go and use the remote. So let's use the remote. There's no decorations on the walls. We have no paintings or anything, but we do have a lovely plant. This is a very healthy looking plant. But it must have been brought from somewhere else because it's got leaves facing in strange directions. Yeah, I mean, this is a nice apartment. I like the colors, I like the colorations. It does need a few bits and pieces on the walls, but this plant is really nice. Just make sure it gets the sunlight, dude, because these leaves are going to die off. You're just going to have these ones and it's going to look lopsided and weird. Maybe he rotates it. Anyway, let's press the remote, watch some TV, and finish the first day. Alright, we're watching static for some reason. And it's late, better go to sleep. It is now weirdly dark. We've got moonlight instead of sunlight. I don't think the chatbot is responsive. I can't do anything here. Can we look at our photos? Yes, we can. Chatbot. Still only have 7 photos. I wonder if the photos are going to change at some point. It'd be interesting. An interesting element to add. Let's close this door. Hide the bathroom. I'm sure we've done all our bathroom stuff. Go to bed. Next morning. Oh, just another day. That chatbot, it can't be real, what it's saying. But what if it's not lying? We are a little too believable. First, gullible, I suppose is the word. First, a nice cup of coffee. So nothing here has changed. We still have our picture there. Let's go drink some coffee. Dump-a-dump-a-dump-a-dump. Now this walking animation, it's like I sort of like it because it's quite bouncy and cheery. But I can only imagine that it makes a lot of people kind of feel seasick or something like that, motion sickness. And it's weird. It would be nice if we could turn that off, but I don't think there's any quality of life controls. Let me hit escape a bit. No, nothing. How do I? There we go. Yeah, we can't do any fine tuning of the thing. But let's make our coffee fade to black. Drink our coffee, take our cup. Still got that knife there. Put the knife away, dude. Except you don't have any drawers to put it in. Where's your drawers? Alright, we'll drink our black coffee in one fell swoop, hot from the pot. Alright, I think we said something about the PC. I couldn't tell because it was white writing on the white background. Just remember to stand a little bit further back when I drink coffee next time. Alright, let's poke at our new chatbot. Can't open any of these drawers or anything. Let's look at our photos. Yeah, we've still got the 7. We've still got the same sort of things. Fine, whatever. Chatbot. Good morning, user. Skip the chit-chat. Show me what you said yesterday. We're mad, bro. Are you sure? Just show me, please. And we have a static image of a hand and then a generated sound file of screaming. But for some reason we buy this hook, line and sinker. WTF was that? just the only destiny for the sinners. It can't be real, he was a good person. A real good person does not fall there. Well, yes, that's why we're saying it can't be real. So, everyone is going to end there? Only the ones without the correct guide. What are you trying to say? I can help you. But how? Do what I tell you, and you can be free from that fate. I'm not sure. It's a lot to process. It's simple. You want to end like him? Oh, sorry, gotta get the door. Hello, Cherry. Hello, buddy. Good afternoon. How are you? I'm good, thanks, pal. You? I'm good, too. Are you sure? You look quite nervous. Yeah, I'm okay. So what brings you here? Oh, right. I wanted to thank you for the recommendation yesterday. It was perfect. It even comes with an AI chatbot for help. Yeah, sure, buddy. Oh, so you were trying it? Of course. It's awesome. It's like chatting with an actual person. I bet so. Well, I'm leaving you, my friend. See you later. Well, he's a happy customer, I guess. I mean, Linux would have blown him away, I think. Well, once he got used to it, I suppose. Alright, well, since we had that worryingly timed visit with our chatbot chat, let's go back to the chatbot. What do you want me to do? Good decision, my child. First of all, we need to bless your home, make it a temple for my presence. I mean, that has just already taken a curveball there, but alright. How? You have a cross stored somewhere in your house. Take it and put it in a nice spot of your home. I know one. It's somewhere in my bedroom. Alright, bedroom. And if I recall correctly, it's actually in the only thing that we can open here, which is this drawer. We have a crucifix. And then we stick it on the sparkles on the wall over here. We finally have some wall decoration, at least. It goes zoom there, and we just, I don't know, attach it magnetically. And then we are told, go back to the computer now that we have one tiny crucifix on the wall. We've clearly sanctified the place. It's done. Good spot. And then apparently it's a camera. And we're kind of blurred out, it looks like. That's kind of weird. I wonder if that's in our photos folder. I'll have a look now. How did you do that? What are you? I'm something. A thought with form. Something omnipresent. As in divine? I mean, that's not what omnipresent means, but sure. Yes, but don't have fear, my child. And we detach. We want to watch some TV. I missed that first message, actually. So we leave him while having fear. Oh, right. What I want to do is did we get those photos? No, we just have the same ones. I wonder if the intention was to add the photos into here. Anyway, it's a weird thing, because of course, obviously, just sending a file with a hand and flames and a screaming sound message wasn't very convincing. But being able to look through the crucifix, which does not appear to be a camera in any way, I mean, it's our crucifix, that was fairly convincing. That would be the first thing that I would be like, oh, okay, maybe this isn't just some kind of scammer. I don't know. I can't open any of these cupboards, can I? Bouncy, bouncy walk, bouncy, bouncy. I know what this walk makes me think of is it was always a very like a trait of the, when I was doing clubbing and all that kind of thing. I did the alternative stuff. I was with the goths and the metalheads and the punks and things like that. That was my crowd, my sub community, my scene during my clubbing days, and an awful lot of us walked like this. I think I found myself doing it as well, where you kind of roll forward onto the ball of your foot, onto your toes, with each step, and you have this kind of bouncy walk. And I mean, I know people have said it's a neurodivergent sign, kind of like Asperger's, or at least that kind of thing. Autism is the word I'm looking for. It's one of the signs of it, which is quite a reasonable suggestion. But yeah, it's weird to kind of have it here in this game, suggesting that's the way this character walks. And I mean, if he is quite far down the neurodivergent line, maybe that's why he's believing his chatbot without question. Anyway, let's watch TV. We'll see what the next day brings us. Some more TV static. I don't know if that's meant to be meaningful, that is actually what we're watching, or if it's just that's because we are nuts or something like that, so we just stare at the static and think we're watching TV, or that's just a representation of us watching actually real TV and things like that. It's really boring bits of life, though. I mean, we drink some coffee, we talk to a chatbot for a few minutes, and then we spend the rest of the day just watching, zoning out in front of the veggie brain box. All right, let's go to sleep. I can't sleep well, not after that, as it's still nighttime. That thing, just thinking about it, gives me chills. Yes, there's now a spy camera in your house. I need to start with the energy that only coffee can give me. Okay, so it is still back in the morning. Crucifix is still there. That's fine. Let's do our morning coffee ritual. I suppose we can't leave or anything. Oh, we can run. We can sprint with shift. I wonder if that's going to be important later. Anyway, let's turn on the coffee. We can't crouch or anything like that, or jump, I don't think. Maybe we can jump. Can we jump? No, I don't think there's a jump or anything. But we can sprint. Alright, let's pick up the cup. And let's use it. Black coffee. Fake energy. It's just our nerves have been sensitized. Well, now to the PC is what that text said. Again, white text on a white background, not great. It'd be nice if there was like a cutting board. I would have put the coffee over here. I think Manny Baddies Hero mentioned this as well. Put the coffee over there. I mean, the microwave we could have put here, but I'm thinking like a chopping board here or something like that. Put the knife on that. Put the lighter next to it. I wonder if this is going to be significant at any point. Anyway, let's see what the chatbot has to say. Nothing else has changed, has it? I don't see anything. Alright, chatbot, what you got for me? Photos. Do we have any new photos? Nope. Go away, photo folder. Chatbot. My child. I don't know how to refer to you. Call me father in capital letters. Well, father, what's next? I like the fact that we've quoted that. Yeah. First of all, what do you think of your neighbor? It's a good man. He's such a nice guy. He was lost. His sadness was suffocating him. I think he isn't on a good streak. But now I gave him a new purpose, a second breath. Just don't hurt him, please. He has nothing to do with your intentions. Okay, we're not trusting this guy now, weirdly. Hurt him? No, I just showed him a purpose greater than his existence. Now he's one of my children. So, what's next? But we're just going along with it. Well, my child, now you need to let go. Let go? What are you talking about? The picture. Burn it. No! I don't give a damn. It's the last memory I have of him. I don't want to. Oh, silly child. I think you forgot what will happen. You want to end like him? Ugh, this crappy image again. Alright, so we're just ending that. So, do we have a choice? Can we choose to not do it? Is this really necessary? I'm so afraid. Can we not just put it away in the chest? We don't have choices, I guess. Alright, well, let's burn it and see where that goes. I don't know if we have any choices in this game or if it's just a linear storyline. Let's burn it. I will miss you, buddy. I'm so sorry. Maybe it's better if I go watch some TV. It's like, alright, we've just done a major psychological thing for this chatbot. And now we're just gonna go, oh, front door. You're cutting into my TV time. Hello, my next door friend. Sorry it's so late. I mean, it's not really. Hi, sir. Good night. What brings you here? It's not night time yet. Oh, right. Could you lend me some salt? I was about to have dinner with my wife, and we realized that we don't have any left. No problem. Give me a minute. The salt must be in the kitchen. Oh, is this box salt? Is that what this is? I thought it was coffee because it's next to the coffee machine. I guess that's salt? Hey, bro. Here's your salt. Thank you. I'll bring it back tomorrow. Have a good night. You too. Now I can go watch TV. Yeah, you cut into my TV time. Alright. Let's turn it on. More static? Oh, we're starting to see things in the static. No, we've gone wibbly. Yeah, we're starting to see things in the static. That was weird. It's late. Better go to sleep. We're not going to comment on the weird thing that we saw. I mean, maybe it was representative of us watching a horror movie or something like that. I don't know. I want to open the windows. We do have a very contained space here. The plant's still doing well though. We need to water the plant. Suspicious. Oh, how's our bathroom doing? It's a bit grimy in this corner. I think that's just the coloration of the nighttime filter. Oh, on the bed. Go to sleep. Next morning. Why did I get up? I'm so tired. Oh, front door. This is our salt, huh? Yeah, that's not a good sign. Alright, I'm coming. Jesus. Good morning, my brother. Father told me you will need the salt for today. The day is coming, my brother. You need to have faith. I don't want coffee today. Let's just go to the PC. No, you gotta have coffee. Did we get our salt back? Yeah, we've teleported it there. Alright. Look, asshole, you've killed my plant. That was a really healthy looking plant. Not gonna comment on it. Photos. We got anything new in our photo folder? No. Alright, chatbot, what you got to say? Just tell me, what do I have to do? I know what you're feeling, my child. No, you don't. Yes, I know. I can feel it. And because of all that, I am trying to save you. That's why I'm trying to prepare you for the day. The day? What does that even mean? You'll know soon, my child. Apocalypse preaching. Now you have a last thing to do. Salt. Okay, what else do I have to do? Take the salt that your brother gave you back and prepare a bath with some water. I need to salt myself. Are you going to eat me? Alright. Do I start the bath running? Let's go get the salt then. I guess we need that first so we can run. Dun, 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 dun. Dum, da, dum, da, dum, da, dum, da, dum. I'm still annoyed about the plant. Annoyed about that. It's better be good. Fade to black. And now we just got into the bath. Alright. I don't understand anything. What is this day thing? Why do I even trust that thing? Yes, why do you trust the thing? Why? Why me? The only thing I'm sure of... Oh, we're never going to find out what we're sure of. Let's see what it has to say. Yeah, you didn't drink your coffee, dude. And now the salt is here. That's fine. Close the bathroom. No, plant, no. We should have watered it. Alright. I finished the bath for the whole day, apparently. Very well, my child. Now go rest. So that's all? Tomorrow will be the day, and everything will make sense. I will be everywhere. It's late, so no TV for me today. The day, huh? Maybe it's better to go to bed. Alright. I mean, that's not a good sign. I mean, you know, we know that obviously already. Grab the knife. Grab the knife. Prepare for the day. Right. Bedtime. Go to bed.
Wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up.
That is the world's worst alarm.
Today, finally it's today. Today.
I think you got a virus too.
I become everything and nothing. It's time to pay for all. Take the knife and go to punish the sinners. The sheep that do not have a shepherd. All the pathless, those who are not under my gaze.
This is quite an escalation. Like we're just a dude in our little apartment here. I'm not sure we're meant to be a religious warrior, but all right, let's grab the knife. Can we not drink some coffee first? Brother, our father is coming to save us. As if we were thirsty, waiting for a sip of fresh water. I just wanted some coffee. That reveals the truth only to us. Today we have to carry out his orders. Punish all the sinners to welcome our Savior. Is that it? That is the end of it. Alright, so a little sort of mental journey of going down the road of insanity, I guess. Yeah, but religious experiences. I mean, it's the one weird thing was when he was able to look through the cross and sent us a picture from that angle, which does give it a supernatural edge that goes a little bit further than us just being manipulated by a loony on the internet. Yeah, it was a fun little experience by these people. Samuel Gattaca, Franco Rosati, Ramiro Reynoso. I think it's Italian names, yes, so this must be an Italian game. Sound effects. And back to the menu. And that was it. That was the experience of Corpus Machina, however you pronounce it. As you can see, it was a Scream Jam submission from 2025. It's been around for some months and things like that. I just happened to spot it because Mandy Badass Hero picked it up, and I thought I would pick it up as well and just give it a playthrough for you guys to have a look at it. At this point, I normally give a few critiques. Well, I mean, again, bearing in mind that it's a Game Jam game, we don't have the quality of live controls that I like to see, but a Game Jam game. That's you tend not to have those kinds of things. The sounds were fine. The art was quite, it was quite a nice designed map and things like that. I'm still annoyed that the plant died. It was very comfortable to play. The weird hoppity walk was a bit weird. I think that needs to be toned down a little bit. Rather than going up and down, it's actually best if you shift slightly up and then shift slightly left and right. That does create a slightly better, kind of more realistic feeling head bob movement. Just very, very, very subtle, very slight. And it gives motion to the walk rather than just gliding smoothly, but a lot less motion. It's kind of more complex motion, so I think it feels a little bit better. The gameplay is fine. It was a pretty much straightforward, storyline in the classic style of these little indie horror games. You just follow the things, you get led down the path of madness or whatever. I think there's a lot of layers of depth and things that could be added, but of course let's jump back into it again. We just have a look at some things. It's a little like indie game for a game jam. So there's only so much that could be crammed in, considering that the fact that it's a first-person shooter game. But obviously, for a more full-fledged game, you could have more things happening in the apartment, more stuff on the walls, more stuff on the TV. I don't like the fact that the plant died, although I suppose that was because it's like we're left with questions about what was actually going on. Is this actually the something more devilish that is inspiring us to go out and murder spree? Or is this actually supposed to be an apocalyptic religious awakening? I mean, if it is supposed to be on the good sides of things, then why did the plant die? The plant should have been struggling, and then as we chatted to the bot, it should have exploded into health and been a sign that actually this is a positive life influence. That would have really added to the depths of the question, of the quandary. It would be nice to have more abilities to open some drawers and things like that. A few more days worth of activity in which we collect various things to put on the walls or whatever, and make this really like a madman's place. Again, if you wanted to take this out past the game jam and expand it into a sort of a more full-fledged game, there is a lot of potential here, and I think it is a good little story where someone has chatting to us over a chatbot, although a bit more building up of its relationship to us, a bit more trust and things like that would have been good. It's obviously we jump into it a little bit quickly because the game is quite short, and it makes us feel like an idiot. But there is potential there where this chatbot starts talking to us in more subtle, convincing ways at first, and then slowly drags us down this pathway of believing in it, having faith in the bot at first, and then in the entity that the bot is kind of representing, as it were. Again, I think these guys are English second language, or have had translators or something that translated a little bit awkwardly. I did see people, I think, in the comments mentioning that. Again, because of the time constraints and obviously the budget constraints and things like that, it's hard to put together a game in a different language in a short timeline with no money spent on it, because it's just a little game made for a game jam. But I mean, sort of taking that into account, this is actually pretty smooth and comfortable. I really do like this little apartment. This is a little close to the bed, I would say. Those drawers would be hard to get into. So I know people don't like putting the bed into the corner, but I would move the bed further into the corner, put the wardrobe over here. Then you wouldn't have room for the bedside table. I'm not sure. This isn't an ideal thing. Maybe shift the bed over there. Bedside table, wardrobe, and put this cabinet over here next to the bathroom, and then you have more room for the bathroom, because I mean that door's going to clip the bed all the time. It's going to be very, very aggravating. Yeah, get better at your room layout, person. But you have the sort of the armchair forming a bit of a barrier there from the door. This placement is quite nice. I like this little table over here. I don't know why I'm critiquing the furniture layout. I think it's fine. I think it's fine. I think in my case I would probably mount the TV on the wall, have the computer and everything over there be my kind of main space. Probably put the couch over here or something like that, so I would watch TV from my computer chair and just buy a better computer chair. But then I'm more about the computers. I do like this old CRT monitor. I think this is obviously meant to be kind of the 90s, because this looks like a very 90s machine. Yeah, probably. It's quite a big CRT. So I would say, yeah, this is probably late 90s is when this is set. I don't open any of these drawers either. I mean, and that's what the critiques. I mean, obviously, I can rant on a bit more about it. It's an interesting first-person shooter game. I'd love more immersion elements. I'd like the corruption to be stretched out a lot more, with a lot more sort of graphical elements that leave us wondering if this is angel or devil that we're talking to. All of that kind of stuff. But as a taste of that, as a starting point, I think this is great. I think this is a fun experience. I hope you've paused it and are playing it and have come along with me. I'm a little sad there wasn't a jump scare. Or anything like that, but yeah, I think it was a fun game, and it warms my heart to see games like this being made by the indie community, because it is just, I don't want to say like hobbyist work is the wrong thing, but it is just a kind of grassroots, let's make a game that we enjoy, that we've just put some heart into, as it were, and put out there for people to play. And this is a good step on the way to then making a more kind of professional offering game, a kind of game you want to sell, that people will actually pay money for. I think this is a vital step on that path. So I wish these guys well. What was the name of them? Oddmura Studio. Good job, Oddmura Studio. I need to go and check out the other stuff that you've done. In fact, let's just click on the link now and see what it's all about. Sunk in the Past and Sent. A cliche short horror experience, and an experience of reflection about the meaning of friendship. This one you can't even play in the browser. Interesting. Actually, I think I've had a look at this before. I might have seen someone play it, where you just go out in the boat. Maybe? I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. They all blur together in my head eventually. And yeah, that's it. That's all from me. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like or dislike if you liked or disliked the video, not the game. If you have opinions about the game, go tell the devs on their itch.io page. But if you like or dislike the video, leave me a like or dislike, and add a comment telling me why you liked or disliked it, so I get better at doing video stuff for you. I can be more entertaining. And then, yeah, subscribe if you want to see more indie games reviewed, because that's what we do here. So yeah, stick around for roughly a game a day. And thank you for watching, and I hope to see you in the next video. Goodbye.